Hello, welcome back to our final hour of Roleplay Blades. We are pretty much done with all of the annoying complications that resulted from the engagement roll, and almost
now it's time to
there
get
seems
it
to be
all.
one left. Wheat, you have attempted to make a seduction move against the magistrate, and it worked. And he's like, oh yeah, it's that kind of party. Let's do this. And he turned the lights down low. Everyone else is outside. What do you do?
Well, yeah, just for color, though. As he opens the door and scuttles out the other people, Careless Firm standing there at the door like this, and he sees them kind of leave, and he's like, turns back to Rune, goes, it's going well.
So Rune like holding this bottle, and I just like kind of turn away and like uncork it a little bit.
And I scuttle after you, actually. Like, I'll take a finger.
You're just gonna leave me there, guys?
Yeah.
It seems like you got this.
I was gonna try to sell the flirt, bud. You got it. Well past the sell. It's been sold.
How do you want to turn this situation into duel a stranger? Or whatever. I don't know what your plan is.
Step one.
Quick question.
Step one.
During the planning of this, did we determine that this drug makes the person more pliable?
No.
It
Oh, yeah, kind of. The idea was the drug was going to make it more, he's going to be more loose and likely to follow through. The plan was you were going to go in and sell him on the fact that you are to be had and you're a lovely lady, except that you have this terrible, weak, fat, defenseless significant other that's mistreating you,
Right.
that you would be freed from a duel. And we're trying to sell him on this. So we came up with other ways to do it, but you threw your boobies on him, and now we're there.
Right.
Yep.
So my idea because we get him the wine before convincing or after convincing?
Well, we're gonna see.
Look, my virginity is at stake here, okay? Can I fucking seduce this guy and protect my hymen, please?
Dude, listen, your roles
We'll
need
just
some
see
backup
how it
plans.
goes. We'll see how it goes, and if Kathy needs us.
My God.
Look, as Strash says, Miss Blades in the Dark player, talk shit, roll crits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I've tried that, but it hasn't worked out too great tonight.
And misses get disses.
Minnie, great time for you to pop in here. Maybe you can give me some advice on this situation. No, I'm just kidding.
Dad, what's a hymen?
Keep those headphones on, Jeff.
Oh God.
All right.
Parenting.
So,
Perfect.
step one
Yeah.
is what my character refers to as the dramatic dance.
Oh
right?
God. Oh boy.
So like the way this works is like as you know, as our magistrate, Jeverick, right?
Mm-hmm.
As he kind of makes his first advance, that's when I like do a spin and then sit in a chair, you know, and like, oh, I cannot believe what he's done to me. Like, to think that he would do such a thing. I mean, am I trash to him? Am I garbage? And as he like comes up again, like with his, you know, obviously gropey hands, then it's
Obviously.
up from the chair and hands in the air, right? The dramatic dance of avoidance. That's like my step one.
All right. So you're gonna plant the seed that the only thing standing between you and the magistrate is this vile, awful man.
Yes. In fact, to throw it in, like, if I just imagine the freedom that I'd have to be just washed away of this dirty, just crude man.
Uh-huh.
I think as this monologue's going on too, you can cut to like Rune and I are sitting 25 feet away from the door or whatever, and just like my legs are folded and I'm holding like a glass of this drugged wine, and I'm just like, I really hope he's doing wrong or she's doing wrong.
I think you can hear the peaks of the attempt. You know, it's kind of quiet, and you hear the.
There's no way your dog could.
Can I
All
like
right.
have myth like in there, just like
Yeah.
watching?
You could have it manifest. It's like really dark in there now. You could have it manifest in there. You totally
Oh
could.
yeah, that's true. Okay.
Weed has to make a desperate roll. We know that for sure. Let's see. You went for a risky sway. Now it's a desperate sway, but you haven't lost him yet, despite the Shatnerian levels of acting on display.
Okay.
So yeah, sway. I don't think anyone can help you unless Myth in the Shadows helps Seduction in some way that I don't understand.
Is there peanut butter in there, John?
Well, let me ask you this question before I make any decisions.
Yeah.
By what methods, if any, can someone apply stress to me that is out of my control?
Basically none.
Great.
If I keep saying there's exception, the exception in the game, I'll just go ahead and say it.
Weed's like, how much stress can I apply to myself without later having someone do it to me?
If a
Exactly.
forgotten
It's a min-max,
Chthonian
sir.
god manifests in the world in a cult ritual and you see it, you may take stress.
So in
Other than that,
in our audition mission, it might be safe to say that no gods will be coming down to stop me or perhaps
I would say that's a safe
Magistrate
bet.
Dunbill.
That's a safe bet. You're in the clear in that way. Yes.
All right. Well, my other question is quite simply then what would my devil's bargain be?
Yeah, that's a good question. Do you have to push yourself or not? Is your question to me. I mean, kissing was kissing's not for closers anymore. There's got to be more. I think the obvious devil's bargain here is the dance of avoidance. It just isn't going to cut it. You're going to have to get real with this guy to really sell it. And you can turn that down. You don't have to take that. If someone else has a different devil's bargain, that's fine too. Actually, another one that occurred to me was the fact that their charge is left alone in the room. The bodyguards take note of that and are going to do something about it. You get the bonus die because you have like extra time alone with this guy, but whoever's outside is going to have to deal with them going like, you know what, that's enough of that. Let's poke our heads in there.
Can I
So
like interrupt with the bottle of wine then? Would that help this issue? Like,
oh yeah, you want to throw an assist in with like
Gee, that would help a lot.
I like that.
Man,
That was
I
honestly
forgot there's a team of friends. Didn't he say? Did he not say friends?
Teamwork
that
is
was
very
honestly
important.
my plan.
Very important.
I don't know.
That was
Yeah.
honestly my plan. Like,
Yeah,
I'm standing outside the door. I'm listening as best I can. And if it gets to a point where I'm thinking it's not going to go our way, I was going, as her bodyguard, I was going to knock on the door and open it and say, "This is a gift from your husband, right? Husband."
Your
that'd be great.
significant other.
You're
Lord,
sure.
Yes.
The Lord. Yeah, the gift
Lord,
from
yes.
a gift from from the Lord. That's what you'd say. Yeah.
This is a gift from
I don't-
the Lord. He made me hand it to you personally.
I
And
don't
then
think we
Anne
want-
would go in with the wine.
No, because why would he want? Wouldn't the dude just be like, "Why would we drink this like bottle of wine from this
Thank
guy?"
you, Ann. Thank you, Ann. I don't want to like game it
No.
or all, but like that is what I was thinking as well.
Right.
It's just
I'm just gonna
a
pretend that I'm
special order.
Yeah, like I'm a waitress, and I just like.
Okay.
Can I just walk in?
Yeah, I think Zeke, I think you still like as part of the plan, like you would still be the guy. You would knock and open and like handle that part of it. But maybe and you just go in as pretending to be a
Right.
servant, kind of, right?
That's fine.
I think if you take your mask off, you could pass as a servant pretty easily. You're not dressed super nice or anything, so
Okay.
yeah. Okay, yeah. So you're gonna take one stress
Servants
and
wear a
two.
lot of black back, right? I'm already
Yeah,
there.
yeah. I mean, it's dark. Maybe he
Yeah.
won't notice.
Cool.
You take 1 stress, and you give Wheat a bonus die to his.
Okay.
So I knock on the door, and I open
There's no answer. You just open it.
open it. Miss, there's a delivery here.
And I just walk in, and I'm holding this bottle of wine that's like really nice that I stole from some other server.
Mhm.
And I say, do we say Mr. Dunville or Magistrate Dunville? What's his title?
Let's see. He's a lord. He'd be Lord Dunville.
Lord Dunville. Okay.
Yeah.
Lord Dunville, this is a special order from the owner of the home who wanted to give you this gift. And I
He-
go hand it to
He doesn't look at you. He just reaches back and expects you to put it in his hand. He's locked eyes with Cataby.
Right. So I just shove it into his hand. And
Is it her eyes, John?
Yeah, it's in the region. It's in the region of her eyes.
Lower their eyes. Yeah. Cool. So I
And-
just hand him the bottle and walk out.
You're a servant, so he just ignores you. And but it gives him. I think this translates into the bonus die too. It's part of the seduction. It gives him the excuse to. He takes out his saber and cuts the top of the wine off in this flourish, like, look how cool I am.
Yeah.
As
Maybe
Rick
I-
comes walking back,
Yeah.
thumbs up.
All right,
I'd
Wheat.
show
There's your.
a small bit of, awe over his sabering the
Oh, you're gonna stroke his ego a little bit. All right.
just a little bit,
Starters.
because honestly, I've done that myself. It's not anything special, but
No, it's
it is kind of cool to do.
it looks cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Take your bonus die.
And it's sway is my only option, right?
I mean, it's not your only option. You tell me what you're actually doing. It still sounds like you're swaying it, but you always get to pick your action. That's your
Well, I had it over here.
it's your
Well, I, mean,
prerogative.
I did take my best one, but also it would need to make sense why I would.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, it's the way you pick your action is by saying what your character does. So that's
Right.
It-
So consort with a friend to learn secrets about an enemy or rival. I don't know if that there's necessarily a way I could sort of spin this into consort. Unless
yeah, I mean you can. You're at a party, you're making friends, you're building relationships. That's totally consorting with someone. In order to drive them to a passionate fury to murder your husband,
Drugs.
you're already desperate. I
Sex.
think. Yeah, I mean,
okay, I got it.
I think you can roll
wanna
consort.
I want to roll a consort, and with these words magistrate, your guidance, share a drink with me. Help me understand why a man would do this, and help me realize that there has to be a man out there who's worthy of my love.
Nice. I like it. That's good.
Okay.
That's good.
Wheat is like Princess Bride. I would be like Debbie Does Dallas, and I would blue balls the fuck out of it. So I'd be like, all my lines would be coming down the nape of his neck into his warm shirt type of thing. But there's a husband in the way or whatever. Wheat's like, doth thou not wish for thine own peace? Doth thou not forgive? Doth thou not deserve?
Okay, so I'll say my goal is to sort of diffuse the situation to keep him interested, but to listen to me, but more importantly, drink the wine.
Gotcha. And that's, to be fair, consorting with someone is hanging out, having drinks, getting to know
Right.
each other.
Right.
Totally fair. You're not pushing anything too far here. That's completely reasonable, and it does happen to be your best thing, but it is totally legit. So desperate consort roll with a bonus die. That's 4 dice. I mean, come on, you're hitting the top of the.
I mean, come on.
Envelope
It's
here.
not like I had
No!
four.
No!
They had just 1s and 2s, right? Boom!
No.
5. Okay.
Holy shit!
Wait,
It
how?
was such a bad roll otherwise.
So many
Why
down-
is there an extra die in there?
I don't know why there are 6. That
I
doesn't make any sense.
definitely only.
It didn't help you, so I mean.
Take the 5, John.
Well, no,
Yeah.
miss roll. You got to roll again, right?
No.
No, I think it's fine. I
Like-
mean,
Yeah. Okay.
I don't
it
know
was the
why.
last dice. If the 5 was the
Wait.
last dice, then maybe it'd be a problem. But
Wait. So if I click it, I don't know.
I don't know why that happened.
I don't know.
It's okay. It's okay. It's still a 5. It's desperate. You didn't blow it.
Nice.
You do it. You
Okay.
convince him to
Okay.
listen to you.
It?
You do. You do it.
Or she can.
You achieve your goal.
I'm drinking up.
It takes a little while. You guys are outside for 20 minutes, half an hour. They have a long conversation. He realizes like this isn't a sex party after all, but there's still hope. Like you seem cool, and there's a real problem here. And you do the thing that you came to do. You string him along and you get him involved. I have to choose a consequence for you because of your desperate 5.
Dude,
That's
brutal.
Yeah.
5. This
Severe
game-
harm doesn't seem like an option.
It just wants nothing but perfection.
I'm going to go with serious complication. This is the easiest thing for me as a GM to choose here, and it makes sense. And this is a theme. You guys are going to see this all the time. Like you get deeper in when you do scores, right? It's hard to get away clean. You get dug in somehow. It's hard to do something and just like disappear like ghosts into the shadows, right? So a plus 2 heat is what I'm going to do.
Oh, snap. You like it? Is it hot, Jeff? You like that shit? Yeah. Where's your special skill that's like -3 to heat because you're a fucking raven, right?
I don't have that power because I'm not bullshit.
All right. By
And-
the way, John, now might be a great chance to just ask how does one disperse heat?
In downtime, you can get rid of heat, like you get rid of stress. That's a thing you can do to get your name off wanted lists, to go talk to witnesses so they forget what they saw.
We got nothing to worry about, Jeff. It's all
And
good.
the way the heat manifests, you guys see like people come and go during this time where we really has to dig in and take her time and really get it done. People come up and they're like, the magistrate and the bodyguards are like, nah, you can't, you're busy, blah, 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 blah. And they're like rebuffing people, and people are talking like, I don't know. I mean, he's supposed to be here. I heard, and you're hearing whispers like he's with a woman, and like people are talking.
Yeah.
So yeah, but after all that nonsense, you get what you wanted. He's like, I may be an officer of the court, but I'm also a private citizen and a man. I can't stand idly by while someone is victimized. I could take action through the courts. I could have him in jail tomorrow. But no. This cur. And he like stands up and he like watches you out of the corner of his eye to see if he gets the right reaction. He's like, this cur will die tonight. And he kind of looks off into the distance.
I think at that point, those are the magic words, and suddenly it's like the touchy-feely, like, oh, look, Magistrate Dunville, you do that for me. You do that for me. You do that for us.
Go and fetch him. I'll arrange for my second.
What does that mean? I'll arrange for my second.
Like it's a dueling thing. Like he's gonna have a guy with him. If he can't complete the task, the second will stand in for him. Blah 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 blah.
Where should I tell him to come?
It's a lovely night. I think the balcony. Yes.
Okay. I'll fetch him. I'll be back.
Good news, Wheat. The chat has reminded us of an important mechanic.
What's
When
that?
you make a desperate roll, you get a point of experience,
Fuck yeah!
and you put it in the attribute that you rolled. So you rolled consort. So tick the first box of resolve up there, that little blade looking icon
Didn't I
there.
have 2 desperate rolls?
Actually,
I can go back and look. Can't
I believe you did actually.
Quick question: do we handle those when we roll them?
Yeah, only one.
Just one. Yeah, you do those when you roll them. Yep.
What
Okay.
happens when you get all 6 of those blades?
When you get all 6, you get to a new dot in one of those
Yay.
abilities.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that's
new
cool.
what
The
I
reason why I asked is because I wrote down XP. I don't know if we like argued our case at the end of the session or whatever.
Yeah,
But
yeah, we do it at the
I
end.
put +1 express beliefs, drives, heritage, or background, and I thought that might count when I expressed that shit to about the sculpture.
Totally. Yeah, we do that at the end. The desperate you do during the session, and then everything else is at the end.
Okay, cool, cool.
Okay, so just to expedite the operation here to get this session wrapped up, the dueling place has been decided. He's going to be there. There's going to be some witnesses. You've got paperwork ready to go. Roth is going to go kill him. How do you guys want to handle that? Do you want to go up and make sure he's drugged just to be sure? At this point,
Nope.
like it's not super necessary, it seems.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, like you have an opportunity to kind of like just peace out if you want to. It seems like you've like done the thing, or you can like stay and wait and watch and make sure it
I
happens.
think we see it through type of thing,
okay.
but pretty at a distance. Like there's witnesses that are like intimate to the party. I don't think we're those people. I think we're, back at the balcony looking in.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'll definitely stay with Miss Cataby to fulfill my role as the bodyguard.
Well, all I have to do is go tell Rote, like, hey, man, we did our job. It's time to go duel this guy.
Yep. Nice. Okay. So I'm just going to make a fortune roll and see how clean and fast this killing is when they duel.
Do we get to
shit.
see it?
You get to see it. Yeah. So upstairs, there's a balcony that looks out. I think it's in this illustration here. Yeah, it is kind of.
Is it this one right on the front by the kind of covered?
Like right there.
Is that where it is? Okay.
Yeah, right here. A bit of a crowd gathers. People are, on the bridge. The bridge
That's
is
where-
cooler.
I mean, either
Let's-
the bridge
let's-
or
let's
the
do-
river.
Oh, the balcony looking at the bridge. Yeah, that's cool too. I like that. Let's do that. I like it. Yeah, they're all arrayed. Not everybody, but there's like a small little crowd watching. And the magistrate says a thing. Actually, are you close enough for him to see you? Can he like look over and see Miss Cataby and be like,
I mean, I
this is
guess
for you.
for full effect, I would have put my mask on and like stood on his side.
yeah.
So perhaps he would have to turn around and like see me and acknowledge me beforehand. But
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Yeah. All right. So, Roth Kinclave. He is quite the deadly duelist. Let's see how this goes.
I just had this like picture,
Ones.
like Dunville wins, yay! Like, oh fuck, guys.
Congratulations, now you're getting married.
Oh, that looks
There
like a
it
good
is.
roll.
That's a 6.
Okay.
You guys hold your breath for a moment. They salute. Dunville steps forward. Roth like snaps his rapier forward, and Dunville's blade like goes out of line, and then you see Roth's blade come out of Dunville's back and then recede, and the blood pools in his shirt, and Roth snaps his blade sideways, gets the blood off, sheathes it, and just turns and walks away as the magistrate stands there like slack-jawed, and falls to his knees, and his second runs over to him. His bodyguard takes him by the arm, and he just slowly collapses, and someone calls for the physiker, and he's stone cold dead. But yeah, after a few moments, right through the heart. Dead and dead.
We protected the hymen. We did it. Good job, us.
Zeke, you didn't get to crush anyone's throat in your bare hands, and for that, I think we're all very sorry. But
This was like a sneaky score though, because like I'm sure there would be ones where it's like brutally murder this person.
that's right. That's right.
Oh yeah.
This one was like this was
It's not just brutally murder. I can intimidate. I can facilitate. I can masticate. And that means chew.
Nice. So it's all clean and proper. The paperwork is there. Roth, actually, no, I'm sorry. He doesn't like leave the party. He walks off as the guy dies, but he stays, there. And you guys fade away as a group of bluecoats tiredly trudge upstairs. You hear the death bell in the tower ring because someone has died, and a crow comes flying through the night dark sky towards the house. Roth takes off his mask and stands and waits for the bluecoats, and you guys disappear.
Nice.
Assassination complete.
Yeah.
Good job, everybody.
we're
Some high stress costs on some people, but you did it.
What?
Want to know?
And
so
this
far.
character is more real life than anyone will know. Like live on the edge of traumatic stress all the
That's
time.
right. That's right.
Awesome.
So let's do XP. That's one of the things we do at the end of the session.
Sweet.
I will bring it up for, let's start. Let's just go around the horn here. We'll start with Aldo. So every time you roll a desperate action, mark XP in that action's attribute. No desperate moves for you tonight, Zeke.
Nope.
First XP trigger for the cutter. You addressed a challenge with threats or violence.
I with the vignette.
Yes,
I told him I'd break his teeth.
The vignettes totally count.
Okay.
So you take 1 XP for that. If you've done the thing multiple times or to like a dramatic level, then you get 2 instead of 1.
Okay.
I think 1 makes sense for this. I mean, it's up to you, honestly, but that's just my opinion.
No, that's fine. That was just an offhand comment. Like, if this is a spell or whatever, I'm gonna break your fucking teeth.
Exactly. I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
So that 1 XP, you can put it in any of your attributes, insight, prowess, or resolve, where those little bladey like XP markers are.
Oh, okay.
Or you can put it in your playbook.
Oh wow, I didn't
markers.
know that. That's cool. Okay, that's awesome. But
so-
when you roll, only desperates only go towards.
Desperates are like use it to boost it.
Maybe
Like it's this thing you used, but the XP
Got
at the end you can put wherever you want.
That's awesome. Okay.
Now, when you say you put it in your playbook, I see the place for it. Playbook advancement. What happens when it rolls over?
When you fill that up, you get to pick a new special ability from your list.
Oh, so resilient, tough as nails, blah blah blah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. The real stuff.
Oh, that's a tough one.
Oh.
And if you don't want to decide right now, as you play more, it'll be more obvious. You'll be like, oh, I want to put this here, put this there. If you want to just like write down how much XP you get tonight and then spend it later on, that's fine. You don't have to necessarily assign it right now.
Yeah.
So that's 1.
Okay.
Second one, you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Tell us about that.
I believe that I did that. My drives, like art and that kind of stuff, with lady is. Oh God, I have it written down. Lady Ermina.
Ermina, yes.
Yep. When I expressed like my knowledge and love of sculpture and stuff.
Totally agree. I think you should get 2 for that, actually, because not only did you express it, you like put her in her place and made her rethink her value system. So I think that counts for 2 for sure. Yeah.
I'll take it.
And finally, you struggled with issues from your vice or traumas during the session. This is usually in downtime, but it could have come up tonight, possibly.
I don't think so.
Okay. So 3 XP total for you.
Perfect.
Wherever you want. Actually, let's not go around. Let's do Jeff, because you're also a cutter, so we're on the same page here already. No desperate actions for you tonight, I don't think, unless I forgot. I don't think so.
The only roll I made was that opening one.
Okay. Then you addressed a challenge with threats or violence. Any threats or violence tonight?
I'm trying to think I don't know. The challenge is, and like there's the lawyer part in my brain that's like, when he says challenge, I could think of recruiting these people. I didn't threaten or issue violence to them, but I promised threats and violence on behalf of them.
You certainly did. I think that
As a player, I would
totally
have
counts.
to say, like, I think Jeff definitely earns that for this.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's an air of menace about your character that should
Yeah.
definitely count for that.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think you pushed it to the 2 XP level where you're like up in someone's grill, like telling them you're going to kill him or anything. But yeah, definitely you should get 1 for that.
So 1 there.
You express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Yeah. I'm feeling 2 for that one. I don't know what you guys think, but I feel like Careless's drives and background were all over everything.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. And then you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas. I don't think that's usually in downtime. So that's not a thing.
So 3.
3. Cool.
Do we do downtime at the end of the score, or
We'll do it at the beginning of next session, and then jump into a new job.
Interesting. So the playbook ones, by the way, when you click it off, they disappear, whereas with the other ones, they turn red.
They disappear?
Yeah, as I clicked on each one, they're gone. So I put all 3 in my playbook, and now there's 5 remaining because I think it's 8 to have the next advancement. So.
Oh, weird. Okay. Well, as long as it's keeping track correctly, then.
Yeah, just a note. It's interesting.
I can still see they're red on my screen, but maybe
Okay.
it's like a bug in the sheet or something. Anyway, okay. You have 5 remaining. That's what matters.
Yep.
Cool. Wheat.
Yes.
Let's go to the spider. You got your desperate XP already. You addressed a challenge with preparation or calculation.
I mean, I think the whole idea of just letting them duel themselves is certainly a level of calculation. I would do that.
Fully. I mean, you didn't have to even touch a knife and you murdered a dude.
Right.
That's pretty badass. I would say too. I think. I mean, how often can you say that, right? Like that's a pretty pretty impressive maneuver.
All the risk, I think, absolutely deserves the credit there for the lion's share.
And then I would actually argue a point for express my sort of belief in drives just with the all the information that I threw back in Firm's face when he was trying to recruit me. So.
Totally. That was awesome. Yeah. And then vice and traumas we haven't really seen yet.
No, yeah. 3
for you as well.
Yeah.
And the whisper. No desperates.
Nope.
You addressed a challenge with knowledge or arcane power. Yes.
So do I put all these in the playbook advancement ones, or
you can put them?
You want to?
You can put them wherever you want.
Okay.
In your attributes or the playbook. Either way.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So at least 1 for that. I mean, arcane power, like the move with the hound, with the dog, was very ballsy. Like if that had gone wrong, you all of a sudden have a ghost hound in the party, and like fucking who knows what would have happened next.
Right.
So we get to decide as a group like how we judge these 1 or 2 XP things. Like, is that the kind of thing that we want to say? Like, if you really take a big chance, is that worth more of a reward?
I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that was like the biggest chance that I could take with Myth. You know, if I were sending him to like attack someone or something, maybe that would be more. But having him just become a ghost, is kind of what he does already. So I think just 1 is fine.
Cool. Sounds good. Beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Yeah, definitely. You want to say anything about that? I think it was obvious, but you can still mention it.
Obvious how? What do you think?
I think your scene with Careless was like fully the like non-trusting kid who grew up on the streets, who isn't ready to sign up with anybody and is like out of her comfort zone, and
also drugs.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely the like kind of in the background, letting other people do stuff, and then just being a support.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then I think you should get a point for Vice tonight, even though we haven't really gone into it. Yeah, you feeling that too, Jeff?
Yeah, she was the only one of all of our, like in the Vice scenes, she, despite how weird and awkward that was still like, hey, can I get that that thing.
I noticed that too. That was really good. Like, yeah, but the drugs though.
Yeah. Still get drugs, right? Yeah. Just need the Lotus Man.
By the way.
Nice.
Okay,
Did everyone get 3 XP? Okay, cool. Nice.
Yeah.
It's an equitable night. What do you know? And then your crew gets XP as well.
Nice.
Oh,
So,
cool.
on the assassin sheet, I'll just make a note of it and I'll update your sheet for you guys later. So you don't have to keep track. So assassins, execute a successful accident, disappearance, murder, or ransom operation. Yes.
All the above.
I'm gonna say this is an accident and a murder.
Yeah.
Even though it's technically not an accident, you guys managed to do this like weird duel thing where you got someone else to kill him for you, and I feel like it should be worth 2 XP. It was a really like clever thing. So contend with challenges above your current station. So what this generally means is tier. There's other ways to read it, but when your targets are bigger tier than you typically get it, which is really
like operating in a 3 or 4 area.
Yeah, I would say that counts for 2 probably.
I agree.
They're way out of your league.
Not gonna argue with you on that one.
Yeah, that's the one good thing about being tier 0. You get a lot of XP out of that that thing. Bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one. Your reputation is professionals. Do you think this job bolstered your reputation as professionals?
I do. I think when the underworld, or in particular, what's her name, Aramina Kinclave, is like, wait, you got my brother to be able to do the execution that he's wanted, but it appears professional. It appears like it was by the book. Then in my mind, that's got to be one of the more professional hits you could ever ask for.
Agreed. Yeah. I think we could say 2, honestly.
Cool.
Do you want to add a new reputation from this, or I think it's just professional. I don't think you've developed a new one necessarily. Okay.
No.
And finally, express the goals, drives, inner conflicts, or essential nature of the crew.
I don't think so much. It feels very introductory. This is not tied to anyone in terms of this wasn't an important mark to any of us. It was more just like we're getting our feet off the ground as a group type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't see inner conflict really.
It was one of our main targets, that we had like a quest against or whatever.
Right. Okay, cool. That's 6 XP for the crew then.
Wow.
Well done. I think that puts you 2 away from leveling up the crew. So nice.
Yes.
Yeah, and then next time we'll do payoff, where you get paid for the job. We'll do heat, so you'll find out how much heat you're under. We'll do entanglements, which is a thing that is sort of like, shit happens in the underworld and it bumps into you. And then we'll do downtime, where you guys can recover your stress and work on projects or case new targets or all that stuff.
So cool.
Yeah. Cool. Nice criming, everybody.
We did it. We did it.
With a few minutes to spare, even.
The planning really, it really flows like much faster. Like that, like a typical battle takes like so fucking much longer than that. But I'm used to it.
Well, we haven't actually battled yet, so I'm.
Well, what he's saying is we executed something within like an hour and a half, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be good. I mean, in the future, when we get good at this, like a pretty well-oiled Blades group in 4 hours can do downtime score in a session. So I think we'll get there. Or sometimes it's downtime, depending on how it's arranged. Yeah, but you guys, I mean, definitely like I think you're showing off one of the goals of this game, which is like system mastery is important, and it's important in this game too, but having good ideas, being clever, just doing smart things is where the game systems kind of trigger from. So even though you don't know all the ins and outs of all the special abilities and the synergies and all these things, like just being smart and being good crime dudes is like it makes you effective, even if the game system stuff is going to take a little more time to click.
Well, and also and this might be like, I don't know if it's a small lesson for other role players, like, but it's nice to have a leader. It's nice to have like a crew leader to like have the final say, final decision. And I'm happily following the directions of the hierarchy here.
I kind of felt like I like designed my character to just be like the, I don't really give a shit. Just tell me, what you need me to do, and like I can help. But I like having that one person like kind of directing, and then I can just play the character who's just like, I don't care, let's just kill stuff.
Totally.
Cool.
It's been fun for me because like my natural state, I think, is to kind of go in that direction. But the only other times I played leader-like characters was when I was kind of new to role playing. So I was a little bit over the top. I was domineering. I was crowding too much. I've become kind of self-aware of that, and I'm still working on it. Try not to be like all eyes on me type of thing. So I feel like it's a really fun opportunity for me, because there's actually been all my characters since like Victorian and Vincent have been not leaders purposely, because I wanted to fight against that tendency. So this is my kind of coming back out, like, can I still be, can I do this, and everyone will have fun with it, and hopefully you guys continue to give me feedback. But that's my overarching goal, is to be a leader, but not push people out and not let them have all their fun too. Like I'm trying to be very conscientious of that.
You did.
Well, it's also, it works a lot better if you convince rather than order, which you've done.
Yeah, I think it's cool too that you've introduced the idea that your character may be unsavory, may be the villain, so to speak, which adds an interesting layer to the leader. It's not just like I'm the boss. It's like,
right,
I'm the devil, and it's more interesting to go along with the devil and play his game than just like follow someone's orders, right?
Yeah.
So I like that twist on it. That's a cool.
That's by design too. I think part of my mistake was in the past. It was like, I'm a leader, and it's because I'm the biggest badass, and that has a tint of like pushing around, and like, it's not as fun, even indirectly almost. But in a group like this, it's kind of more fun, where it's like, maybe I am the leader, but it's not necessarily by force or something like that. It's more just like, that's kind of the tying point, as opposed to like the tyranny, I guess.
Yeah. PvP is pretty interesting in this game. So if we ever get to that, we'll get to see.
We'll get to it.
Come on. That's where my points are, baby.
Yeah. It can be intense.
The last time I heard that was Stars Without Number. Really, we were laughing because it's like 2D. It was, it's just a funny system where the dice are really actually hard to grapple down. Like we had our first space fight, and we were like, this is the stupidest thing ever, because there's multiple dimensions that you're dropping into and shooting at dimensions.
What spike level are you in right now? Yeah.
We were like, okay, let's never do that again. So it's pretty funny.
Yeah, that game has good mechanics in the core, and then the further you get away from the core, it's like, okay, I guess I don't know why we're doing it. It's a good game though. You guys made it into a really good game.
I can't wait. More.
Cool. Yeah. So in our last few minutes, I guess we should we, JP? I don't know. Should we? Do we have our next time?
We'll do shout outs at the end.
We'll do shout outs. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout outs is good. Zeke, why don't you shout us out first?
I'll go first, you bet. What's up, everybody? Where's my 4R boys? I like that you put it in this one. That's great. Ezekiel III here, variety broadcaster. Want to give a big thank you to John and Jeff, Wheat, JP for putting this all together. I had so much fun. I can't even tell you how much fun I have. But variety broadcaster, I do a lot of different games. I'm doing all the games that I missed this year, all the hype games that I missed this year. So I usually broadcast around noon Pacific every day. Tune in tomorrow for Drop Frames, which will be right on this channel. We'll have Day 9 TV on the show tomorrow, so that's going to be great. But thanks. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. That's all I got. Oh, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Ezekiel _III.
Nice. Wheat, you want to go next?
Yeah, it was a pleasure. I feel like this is going to be a lot of fun. I like the crew that we're working with. I'm really curious to see how it's going to play out and what the future holds. So thanks for watching. We'll see you here next Tuesday. Also, I've been playing a lot of Battle Right. Love that game. Think it's fucking phenomenal. You can tune in, watch me streaming that. Otherwise, catch me on Twitch weekly on Fridays, 1 p.m. PST. That's 4 p.m. EST. Sorry, I didn't think about that. Thank you, John, by the way. Great job. Look forward to continuing to play under your DMing, including, trying to lawyer the system that you wrote, which will always be a fun thing to do. So
I look forward to that.
Yeah, for sure.
Jeff.
Jeff.
I didn't mean to miss you, man. I'm sorry. I love you.
How dare you?
The problem is that when people say "and," it sounds, or they say and people think they said "and." So I just assume that you had a good time with me on the show. Then that's it.
Oh, see, people are saying I did not. Yeah.
It's fine.
Dude, all right. So
Jeff.
I'm going to say a lot. John, I think this game is fucking incredible. I only played this 4 hours so far, but like, what a cool mix of, it's got all that RPG building and leveling and like just the stuff that I really enjoy. But then it's also, it feels very narrative based, which is also so fucking fun. I think it's a cool mesh between the two. I like dice rolls for all the shit they do, and especially the shit they pour on my head, like rolling 3 1s and a 2 or whatever. I'm like, all right, it's gonna be like that, I guess, dice. But yeah, it's just a great game. I'm so excited to dive deeper into it. And this is gonna sound like an award acceptance speech, but it's actually the truth this time. But I actually really like this crew. Like, Anne, you're super awesome to work with. I'm really excited about moving forward. Zeke, it's so cool. When you say you've been playing D&D since you were a little kid, like I can see that. Like getting into your character and doing an accent is the harder path, and that's so fucking cool that you're doing. And you're doing really well, by the way. And then Wheat, of course, like I said, he's my better other half in role playing, and it's just fun to be back. I'm excited for next show to trim off 2 hours because we're just going to talk about movies and comics and stuff like that. But I also want to give a shout out to JP for putting this on, you guys. He did a show 4 hours earlier than this, and now he's been sitting back, stupidly paying attention, completely involved, and he put it all. I mean, I'm sure he is, but he put it all together. It's awesome. So just that's the award, the acceptance speech stuff. And then, like I said, I just another kind of funny side note is I'm obviously I like my ideas, so I was like mega excited about my character, but after this show, I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. I really like the other characters a lot. So if John kills any of them, I'm going to have to not like John anymore. Like, that's just the way it goes. We got to do the show for 5 years and have like level 77 layers and just awesome. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Other than that, I am at BlizzCon. So if you're, a few people in chat were kind of slow to realize, they're like, why is Jeff's mic shitty? And why, what's going on? Yeah, I'm at BlizzCon. I'm in a hotel. So that's why my head was 700 times bigger than everybody else's, because I'm not. When I sit this far back, my eyes are so bad that I can't see shit. I don't see anything at all. So I had to be up here. But anyways, long story short, I'll be home in a couple weeks on November 6th. But up until then, I'll be casting StarCraft around 16 this weekend, and then I'll be at BlizzCon casting the finals next weekend as well. And on my channel, we just do a bunch of strategy games, mostly StarCraft, but a lot of other stuff, like MXCOM, Total War, Civ 6, that kind of stuff. And I'll be excited about doing that in November. So hopefully, if you are new to me and you haven't seen my stuff, you'll check it out. And on Twitter, I'm iNcontroLtv. I mean, it's all there. So help support us. It'd be cool. That's it.
Awesome.
All right. Cool. Last but not least, Anne.
Me.
Shout us out.
Yep. I'm not good with the words like Wheat over here or Jeff over here, but my name is AnneMunition, and I'm a full-time broadcaster. I like that. I really love hamburgers.
Yeah, I love the description, dude. I was fucking cracking up.
I had a great time. I am in the same boat as Jeff, that I was really excited about my character, and after this I'm like really very impressed with how much work you guys all put in. The accents are awesome. Jeff, your character is creepy and terrifying and awesome.
Thank you.
So thank you, and thanks John and Wheat. Thanks everybody except for Zeke, because Zeke may or may not have said my name, and now I'm upset.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm really happy to be on another show with Zeke, and it's been awesome so far. I mean, this
I'll
is only
make a desperate roll to be your friend again.
it's only the first episode. It's like I'm so excited about this. So, but yeah, so I play a lot of like Overwatch and Siege. Otherwise, I don't normally have this get up, but this will be my rune get up for.
You're really good at Siege, by the way. I watched that 1v4 clutch video that you posted. That was sick.
That happens like once.
That was awesome.
Or 10 games. So the other games I just go 0 and like 12 or something.
I guess I'll do a brief shout out. I'm John Harper. I'm the GM here and at RollPlay now. Adam's co-GM buddy. And I'm the designer of this game, Blades in the Dark. That's my gig. That's what I do. I design role-playing games. You can find me on Twitter and Twitch. There, I have just started doing Twitch. I wouldn't call myself a Twitch broadcaster yet, but I'm starting to do some interviews with game designers and kind of game theory discussions, and probably moving into some video gameplay, deconstructing game design issues of video games and that kind of stuff. So nice. If you're into that, my Twitch channel will be up and running at some point early next year. Probably I'll start doing that stuff. And I just want to say thank you to this amazing cast and to JP for putting it together. Like I said, I've run a lot of Blades in the Dark, and the alchemy of this game is, because it's driven by the PCs, good characters is super necessary. If the characters are flat or they don't gel or the players aren't sparking with each other, I can do a lot of heavy lifting as the GM if I need to. But if I don't have to do that, if I can just sit back and literally, almost didn't talk for an hour tonight. Like, you guys just brought it, and everything gelled. The premise is good. Your characters are interesting. I can't wait for next session as a fan of the show, basically. So that's the best feeling as a GM in the world. It's not work for me at all. It's just super fun to show up and run this. So thank you for stepping up and being awesome, because I knew you would be. I've watched you all play before, but this was a real treat. So I can't wait for next time. It's going to be up on the calendar on the RollPlay website, which is all fancy now. So you'll be able to
do Q&A threads too, right?
I will. Yep, I'll do Q&A thread on Reddit, and the shirt. Let's not forget, if you guys came in late, the RollPlay Blades shirt is available. It's at teespring.com/twitch/RollPlayBlades, all written out, and go grab it. It's cool. Our good friend of the show, Gears, did the art for that, and it's sweet as hell. So
are you gonna do the Q&A on Reddit or on the new community? The community.
Oh, actually, yeah, I don't know how they're doing it now. Maybe it's on the community now. My bad.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll do it wherever it's done now. Yeah, that's gonna be cool. Thanks everybody for hanging out and for watching. Awesome. And chat, you're the best, and we will see you next time.
We'll see you next
Bye-bye.
Wait, there's gotta be like a tag.
Okay.
Like a minute with you, or like crime pays or something. We'll think of it.
Protect me, Simon. Okay, bye.
Oh my God.
Okay, bye.